Good evening to everyone. Good evening. How's everybody doing? Good evening to everyone. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Let me get this chair right here going on right here. I don't want to feel uncomfortable the whole night. How's everybody doing? Wow. What is it today? Monday, I think so. Monday. I don't even know which day it is, man. I think that is Monday. God bless everyone in Mexico. God bless everyone in the city of Tijuana, my city. Man, beautiful city, beautiful, beautiful city. Contaminated now a lot with a lot of economical and insecurity problems. More economical than insecurity, and more insecurity than economical. It's just, you don't even know which day is the worst. And now on top of it, you put all this migration situation that is going on, and it is just unbelievable. There's no way, and there's I don't understand. As a Tijuana citizen, born and raised here, born and raised, I believe that this is the most difficult time that Tijuana citizens have lived in the history of Tijuana. Believe me, this is the most difficult times that Tijuana citizens have lived now. We had a big migration in 2015. Economical infrastructure, economical destabilization of economy, destabilizing the economy. Sorry about my English. Sorry, I got trapped right there for a little bit. They destabilized the economy, and when Kiko Vega came in to governor right here, and it is just horrible. is horrible, or it's a beautiful city. It has some beautiful sightseeing, beautiful culture, but we are living a horrible time right now. And it's unfortunate that we as Tijuana citizens, we have to digest all that every day. And the thing is that we don't have to get accustomed. That is our main priority, to read, to reach masses and talk to them and teach them and try to make them understand. Reach the masses, talk, and try to teach them that we are having a gigantic problem in our city. How's everybody doing? Good evening. Good evening to everyone. Let me check the weather right here real quick for you guys. It's 18 degrees with precipitations of 8%. Where do you guys go? Right here, I think so. Where are you guys at? What happened? Sorry, people, right here. I'm sorry, right there. I lost you guys for a second. Precipitations of rain of 0% humidity at 87%. It was really hot today, extremely hot. And well, it was a beautiful day today. We went for a little run on the beach, and then we went to train a little bit of boxing. Today we had a little sparring session. It was difficult to start again. Be honest, I got my ass whooped today by a 26-year-old with 16 fights. He's a really good kid. It was okay. It was a good, okay sparring session, 4 rounds, good ones, good ones to sweat it off. How's everybody doing? Good evening. What are we going to talk about today? Apparently, there was a situation right now at El Paso that they opened a gate and something like that. That specific situation, I believe that the most important person that I can talk about, and the person that is, the number one person at El Paso that can give you that information, is my partner. Hopefully, he will have groundbreaking news for you guys, and also he will have, the most updated news of what just happened over there at El Paso that they opened the gate. Well, I don't know where it was. A lot of people are telling me, hey, they opened the gate. Everybody, the ACLU has, they're involved in all this stuff. So, there's a lot of topics. But let's hit what we're going to talk about today. What we're going to talk about today is why the National Guard did not arrive to Chiapas. There's a number one reason, and it's really important for you guys to know that, there's a reason why the National Guard didn't go today, but probably in this week they're going to arrive. Now, they had a period. They had a period of time. That's the number one reason. They had a period of time that they were going to arrive. The other one is that they have to do a ceremony for them to deploy. That's the other one. So they're not going to deploy to other, I don't know if the word deploy is in the same country, but they're not going to move from another state without doing like a ceremony, some kind of like, you're going to work, some kind of stuff. So you're going to protect the country, some kind of stuff. So we're going to talk about that. And also we're going to talk about Marcelo Ebrard. You guys know who Marcelo Ebrard is. He's the Consular for International Relations of Mexico. He was the guy that signed the pact in the 11th of December. He's not the president, but he's been running in the government since our last president, that is Peña Nieto. He was the one that advised Peña Nieto to sign the pact in 2015. Amlo signed it again in 2018. And, we got this situation. We got the situation now, so we're going to translate what Marcelo Ebrard said on the rally of Amlo this Saturday. And also we're going to translate what Amlo said in the celebration. They were called celebration. I don't know what Tijuana citizens and the people that they were supporting AMLO, I don't know what they're celebrating. And I have interviews that they're really interesting for you guys, that there are old people right there supporting AMLO, and you tell them, what is an arancel? Arancel is the tariff. What is a tariff? And they don't know, but they're celebrating that there was no tariffs and the 5% increase in the exports of automobile industry, beer, and avocado. They're celebrating that. And they don't know that because the United States has almost tariffed Mexico, the United States almost tariffed Mexico because Mexico was not doing their job as a third secure country. And this, all the tariff that happened and all these threats of President Trump to Mexico is because our president has not done his job on security, on letting them in undocumented, peacefully, and with a purpose, and also having control in the borders. So they don't know that. They know just about humanity and everything for everyone. That's all they know. They don't know about all the politics and all the things that they've been happening and all the insecurity events and all the things that they've been happening to our country, unfortunately, for our country. Somebody's asking, Super Chat is right there. Somebody wants to contribute. God bless you. Thank you so much. And also my PayPal. Thank you so much. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. So this report comes from our contact in Chiapas, journalist over there. And he is right now saying, I will translate what he put on the newspaper. He passed it on to me, and he says, the deployment of 6,000 effectives from the National Guards, that it will arrive in the border of Mexico and Guatemala for the security and to avoid the trespassing of migrants to move to the north of Mexico, that did not arrive this Monday. In our journey to go and find in our big border and try to find in our borders if they were right there, the National Guard was in several particular parts of the city. These are the parts of the city that the National Guard is required to be on. Suchiate. Suchiate is the bridge that basically it connects to Guatemala to Mexico. That is key. Right there is a key. Right there is the key. Right there. Questions when I finish the feed, please. Right there is the key. Right there, to put people on the Suchiate bridge. Now, the other one is Frontera Hidalgo. That's Ciudad Hidalgo. That's in the whole border of Ciudad Hidalgo. That's a good one. Metapa, that's a good one. Tuxtla Chico, that's a little bit, those are little towns around Ciudad Hidalgo. Cacahuacan, that's another town that they had a shelter on a park. And Juarez, Union Juarez. All these towns are around the city of Tapachula. Tapachula is a big city over there in Chiapas. And they're saying they did a ride along to check if there were National Guards on those 6 particular parts of the city that they're going to be guarding, and there were no elements from the National Guards in all those cities in the state of Chiapas. It's saying that this security alert was made because of the threats of the 5% tariffs to the exportations to Mexico. And also, he's saying that right now, the Suchiate Bridge, it reports 120 migrants from Central America that arrive to the main entrance, to the main the boot entrance. 120 there are waiting. They are all waiting to get in. 120. Also, they said that more than 1,000 are awaiting in Guatemala intercontinental citizens. Intercontinental citizens, more than 1,000 countries: Congo, Pakistan, Yemen, and Sierra Leone. The majority are from Africa. And we have people from the Middle East. So more than 1,000, they are awaiting to get in. Plus on Guatemala, but on the Suchiate Bridge, we have 120 that they are waiting from Central America. So, like it's been happening, people, all these people are all spread over the place. They're all spread over the place. They don't stay in one place. They go and rent rooms, they go and live in hotels. So this tells you really they are not suffering of the majority of them, they're not suffering of poverty, really. Really, they're not. If these people that they're coming from an intercontinental place, and if they're suffering too much and they don't have money, why they're paying for hotels and why they're paying for rooms, like the 146 Cubans that they just did for the fifth time, they did a riot. 146 Cubans, they did a riot for the fifth time, and 146 of them, after the riot, Kumar, there's another dependency of the government that helps immigrants, got them out. Sheltered by the name of Jesus is the pastor of the poor and the migrants, came in, tried to save them, and all the 146 of them that said, we're not going to the shelter. We are going to hotels and private rooms. Where did they get the money to buy and to rent private hotels and rooms? Just want to ask that. So the 1,000 that they're waiting right here, intercontinentals from Africa, from the Middle East, specifically the amount they don't know because they haven't arrived to the check-in apartment. So these 1,000 that are waiting, they're spread all over. How do they know that it's 1,000? They have a booth where they registered not all the requirements. They just name and country. So the majority is intercontinental. So we have those waiting, and the National Guard. Apparently, they did not arrive because they need to do certain process to move out from where they sending them, and also there's 6,000 of them. 6,000. It's not like 200, 300. This tariff that just happened with the United States, Mexico is receiving a spanking. Mexico is receiving a spanking with this. Really, it is. And why is it receiving a spanking? You deserve it. You were not doing your job. I understand. But once again, we look like we are obeying our boss. That it looks like that is the United States. And we got ourselves into this mess that now, because of that tariff, we need to fix the problems that we got ourselves into that mess. And you got people over here at this rally that Amlo is doing on Saturday, and people are celebrating because they did not get the tariff. A problem that Marcelo Ebrard himself, that you're going to hear him talk, the first words that come out of his mouth are saying, how's everybody doing? I just came back from Washington. You must see me that I'm really tired because we were negotiating in Mexico. Yes, we're not going to pay the 5% tariff. Wait up a second. And everybody's, yeah, for the people that they're not ignorant like myself, that I don't consider myself that ignorant, but wait up a second. How we got ourselves into that 5% tariff, Marcelo? Do you understand how we got ourselves into that problem? It was because of your idea to sign the pact. Get us out of the pact, there won't be no 5% tariff. Get us in there, there's going to be threats. So everybody's like, yay, yeah, my God, yeah, this guy's doing it. Unbelievable. This guy. It was amazing to see all these people clapping, yelling, and supporting a president the guy from international relations that is the guy that is doing the horrible job. He's the guy that is doing the most horrific job. That is Marcelo Ebrard. And it is unbelievable that everybody's supporting and everybody's celebrating. Everybody's like, I just came from Washington. I'm really tired. And yes, we stopped the 5% tariff. And everybody, where are you? Everybody's like this. We are not going to bend in, and everybody. Because we are going to stay firm. And I just came back and I'm really tired. And we just came to an agreement that we're not going to pay the 5%. We want a territory. Yes, we want a territory. So everybody's like that. Everybody was like that. You're amazed that you're looking at these people and you go, ma'am, how you doing? Oh, hi. All of a sudden they see a phone with the Gitmo and they're like, oh my God, oh hi. I can't bear to not see you, but you know, I'm watching you right now that you're celebrating of the 5% tariff. Yes, that's correct. I'm celebrating on the 5% tariff. And on the background, you hear this. Yes, that's correct. I'm celebrating on 5% tariff. I'm celebrating. Do you know what a tariff is? It's something that we're not paying. Oh my God! It is like that. And as of right now, I'm going to put something that is going to basically show you how everybody was basically, they did not know what was going on. And this guy, Marcelo Ebrard, has everybody like a zombie. Like a zombie. So here we go. This is Marcelo Ebrard talking. Thank you so much. Joy Sydney, thank you so much. God bless you. Water. Number one in the world for a human to survive. Let's hear as he's speaking. And as he's speaking, we are going to pause every time that he's speaking so we can hear what he's saying.
Escuchemos el mensaje del señor secretario de Relaciones Exteriores, licenciado Marcelo Ebrard Casabón.
Señor Presidente de la República, señoras, señores gobernadores.
To everybody, he's saying hi to everybody on the panel.
Compañeras, compañeros, secretarias, secretarios.
Secretary and secretaries.
Sector privado.
Everybody from the private service.
Distinguidos invitados.
Distinguished invited people. Fellow partners. hold up. Let me back it up. Let me back it up for just, oh my God. I think right there. This is what I'm telling you guys. He just said, I'm just arriving from Washington. And everybody, oh my God, you don't know what just happened. It was because of him. It was because of him that we almost got a 5% tariff. Not because of all you citizens. Not because all of you citizens. It's because of him. And he's saying that he just came back from Washington and this happens. Let us listen again.
Señoras, señores gobernadores, compañeras, compañeros, secretarias, secretarios, representantes del sector privado, distinguidas, distinguidos, invitados, compañeras, compañeros. Vengo llegando de Washington y...
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Let us hear. He said, I just came back from Washington.
Si me notan un poco cansado, es porque estuvimos muchas horas trabajando para tratar de evitar, como finalmente se logró, que nos impusieran tarifas a México día lunes.
If you guys see me a little bit tired, it's because we've been working so hard in Washington and we've been working to avoid the 5% tariff on our country, and everybody's clapping.
Les quiero compartir cuál era el problema con las famosas tarifas.
I want to share you guys what was the problem with the famous tariffs.
O por qué el señor presidente de la República nos pidió al de la voz, a la secretaria de Economía, la doctora Graciela Márquez, al secretario de Agricultura, aquí presente, el ingeniero Víctor Villalobos. Muchas gracias, Víctor, por el apoyo.
He's just saying basically that why the president of Mexico, Secretary of Agriculture, a secretary of other departments of the government, why the president told them to go to Washington.
Apoyo que nos diste ahora en este viaje. Desde luego, al equipo de la Secretaría de Relaciones Exteriores, la Embajada de México, a todos nos dio la instrucción de hacer todo lo posible, ser pacientes, pero no por ello dejar de plantear las preocupaciones y los argumentos de México.
He's saying that basically the president says to be patient, but not so patient with the government of the United States, because we need to stand of the preoccupations first that bother Mexico. Look, hear this guy out. Here's a guy that is saying that first the preoccupations of Mexico because it's going to affect the pocket. Like I told you, you want to complain, you want to hit a man, hit him on the pocket. And really right now, he's complaining about, the government of the United States hitting them with the tariff. And now he's saying, because the president asked us to be patient, because this is really important for Mexico.
Para evitar y persuadir de que eso no ocurriera.
To avoid that the 5% tariffs wouldn't be 100% going.
El efecto de esas tarifas, primero del 5, luego del 10, tal vez después del 15 o del 20.
What will be the effects of those tariffs going by 5%, then to 10%, then to 15%, and then to 20 and 25?
¿Cuál sería el impacto que tendría para México?
What will be the impact that it would have to Mexico?
El primer impacto es que habría una importante caída en la inversión. Habría un importante.
The first thing that will impact is that there will be an incredible fall on investments to the United States.
Caída en el número de empleos, quizá estimamos.
And also, it will be a complete impact on employment over here in our country in Mexico. Remember what I was talking to you about? Remember what we were talking about? We were talking about this, that I was telling you, if Trump puts a 5% increase on Toyotas, on Ford, on Chrysler, on all these gigantic monsters, Hyundai, Nissan, on all this, production is going to go low. It's going low right now because of the long lines of inspection. And it's because they're going to spend a lot. They're not going to have the same people to be working there. So they're going to fire a lot of employees. It is going to push the automobile industry to go back to the United States. Strategy, yes. Intelligent, yes. Dirty, somehow. But it is extremely important that Mexico now understands that with the U.S., you don't play when it comes to money. You don't play with the U.S. when it comes to money. That's why he's saying that it will be a complete impact on employment in Mexico. Yes, it will be. All these gigantic companies, warehouses that they got over here, they need to export to the United States. And it's going to affect because nobody's going to export the incredible amount of money that they're going to put in with the 5% increase. So that's why he's saying it's going to affect employment. Let's go.
Sin ánimo de exagerar, que más de 900,000 personas se podrían haber quedado sin trabajo.
Without exaggerating, look how ridiculous this guy. Without exaggerating, we did like a count, and more than 900,000 people would be out unemployed if the tariff would have been in. More than 900,000 people would be unemployed. Now, this is what I'm telling you that the rally was about. They're making look Trump like the enemy. They're making look the president of the United States, the only one that is against the United Nations and the only one that wants to protect this country, and the only one that is telling you that he already told you 4 times. Thank you, Robert Bote. Thank you. 4 times he already told you. Watch your border. I will close the border. National emergency. I will close a couple lines. And you don't understand. And then there's an increase of 5% tariff. And all of a sudden, you did a remarkable job on the United States. You're trying to clean up your mistake. And you're making everybody think that it was at the rally, that you were the Superman of the arrangement, that you stayed up late trying to work this off because it was your mistake. And not only that, that after you are covering all that, you're making everybody think that the number one person that is his fault because of this invasion and this threat of a 5% tariff is Trump. Thank God that I'm not like all citizens, man. Thank God. Thank God that I'm not like all citizens. Thank God that I've been reading. And that I know your agenda, Marcelo. I know what you're trying to do. I know that you want to be the Simón Bolívar of Latin America. I know that you want to be on the revolutionary of Bolivariana. I know that you want to be one whole continent. I know, man. It's a lot of invest. It's a lot of money for you. So don't lie. You're lying to the normal public, but with the people that ask you questions, you avoid them, and you give your back to us. Amazing how they're making a president look. You push Trump into a point that he's like, oh my God, I had it with you, man. I had it with you. You know, hit him, Pompeo, hit him, 5%. They're going to listen. So imagine what I was telling you. Remember what we were talking about? Imagine what would happen if Trump would have started at a 25. 25% to start. You solution this thing right now. And you do this right now. 25% tariff. Not going to give you a second chance, third chance, or fourth chance. 25 or you're done. Imagine what would have happened. But it didn't happen like that. So let's hear this guy out after he's making everybody think that he's the savior of the 5% tariff.
Porque en el momento que se aplica una tarifa y un producto es más caro y que es más difícil exportarlo y comunicarse con Estados Unidos, pues en ese momento viene una caída de la economía nacional que quiere.
At the moment that you see an increase of 5% tariff into a product that is the number one product of exportation of Mexico to the United States, then you will see a fall on employment. Do you remember which is the number one industry of exportation in the world? What is he talking about? Automobile industry. So what happened? The heads, Hyundai, Ford, Chrysler, Chevrolet, Nissan, Mazda, all these ones that they're in Mexico for cheap man labor, all of these ones were like, can you communicate me with Marcelo, Ebrard, please? Handle that, please, right now. All of them, they were calling him. So it was not the president that moved you all the way to Washington. It was the bankers. It was the owners of these gigantic monsters. Those are the ones, the banks in the gigantic automobile industry, that they were the ones that push you to go and resolve this agreement. It was not the president. It was all this. The bank controls the country. We already know that. It's the bankers. So imagine a 5% increase. How much is going to affect the dollar? The dollar is going to blow up with 5%. So it is amazing how he's trying to cover up for a mistake that he already moved and he already made. Look at this.
Pérdida de empleos, aumento de precios y lo más grave, que pudieran las tarifas por imponerse prácticamente ya hacer inviable el que tengamos un tratado de libre comercio con los Estados Unidos, porque no se pueden tener las dos cosas. No solo es el impacto del 5 o del 10%, sino como es cambiar un sistema en donde tienes un tratado de libre comercio.
He's talking about is not only the impact of the 5%, it's changing the international treaty with Mexico and the United States and how much is going to affect the economy. We already know that. Now that you committed a mistake, you're making it look like you're the one resolving your own mistake. And you want people to clap on it, and you want people to be celebrating on it. Anita Bernal, muchísimas gracias. Dios te bendiga. Thank you so much. Let us hear it more.
Por otro sistema en donde hay una fijación unilateral de tarifas por parte de los Estados Unidos y luego su regreso por México y así sucesivamente.
In a system that is bilateral, because thank you so much, Janet Lance. God bless you. In a system that is bilateral, it will be extremely difficult to balance the economy because it's going to be a 5% increase. So he's talking about all the things that he avoided with this meeting in Washington. And again, his mistake. Deborah Robinson, thank you so much.
Lo que llamamos una guerra comercial y el presidente estaba muy preocupado por los empleos que se iban a perder.
Politicians, man. Politicians are a beast, man. Politicians are animals, man, when it comes to using the mind of the ignorancy. And he's saying, and not only that, we were more worried about the unemployment that it was going to cost our economy. So the president was so worried about this that is why he got his whole cabinet and send us over there to Washington. So what they're trying to do is make look good Amlo and make him feel like he just saved thousands of employments and thousands of unemployees. With their words, man, these people are so hot. They're working all the time. They're like, oh, okay, now I'm going to make AMLO look good. And thank AMLO because he sent us to Washington. My God, AMLO, you're the guy. That is what he's doing. That is what he's doing. So let us hear him again.
Y porque se podía perder la posibilidad también de ratificar en este año el Tratado de Libre Comercio con los Estados Unidos y Canadá.
And look how important that was, a 5% tariff. If you don't control that, that was extremely a great move by the United States government. Excellent move to pressure Mexico. It was because if this would have been a tariff and it would have been a problem, you will see a decrease in the economy and it would affect completely the international treaty with Mexico. Not only that, he's saying it will completely, get involved in between with the international treaty of Canada. We always had good relations when it comes to international treaties of international relations with export and import between three countries. That I can say that has always been great between Mexico, United States, and Canada. Everything has been great. And this 5% increase was what's going to affect. Now, imagine how this would have been and would it affect the economy of our country. And because of his mistake, now he's looking to immediately correct it. Now let's go ahead.
Así la gravedad de las cosas. Y por eso ordenó que nos fuésemos ese mismo día a Washington para hacer esta negociación. Al final del día, no podemos decir que ganamos todos los puntos que México planteó, porque eso no sería honesto decirlo. Sí logramos cosas.
And that's why the president, insisted that we go to the United States immediately to Washington. At the end of the day, we cannot say that Mexico has won all the points that we would put on the table. So they wanted more. Okay, let me go right here.
Cosas. Sí logramos lo más importante, que el lunes no va a haber tarifas. No vamos a tener ni pérdida de empleos, ni vamos.
Why, man? Why? And it's saying the most important thing that we accomplish is that on Monday, there's not going to be no tariffs. And everybody, you heard him, everybody was like, so it would have been nice if they were a citizen like me, that it would ask, hey, Marcelo, can I ask a question? Yes, go ahead. Who got us into this mess? I want him to answer that. Who got us into this mess? So unbelievable how they make everybody look. And the number one thing is that they're making the president of the United States look so bad that everybody hates him because of the 5% tariff that it was not his fault. Unbelievable. Let's hear more. Sorry, having a back connection right here.
La posibilidad de ratificar el Tratado de Libre Comercio, ni vamos a tener una situación en la que las familias tengan que padecer aumento de precios.
And we're not going to have a situation where there's going to be loss of months of jobs, unemployed, loss of unemployment, and there's not going to be an increase on foods and on basic stuff that Mexicans buy.
Dificultades económicas.
Economical difficulties.
Ese panorama se alejó. Desde ese punto de vista, con la guía que nos dio el presidente de la República.
And that scenario, it went away. And with the point of view that our president told us,
se ha tenido éxito. Pero no quiere decir con ello que no debamos estar vigilando.
And we have been successful. But with all that I just said, we have to be vigilant. Look what he says. We have to be vigilant. On what? What do you have to be vigilant? Just explain to me, what do you have to be vigilant of? Your mistake of the International Pact of Immigration, on this mass migration that is an invasion to our sovereignty and the sovereignty of the United States? That's where you have to be more vigilant. Look at this.
Y que no debamos estar muy aplicados en la relación México-Estados Unidos. No quiere decir que ya nos olvidemos. Vamos a tener que trabajar muy fuerte los próximos meses para defender a México y procurar.
Oh my God. He's just saying we have to work now so hard to defend Mexico because of this threat of this tariff. Now, I want to ask a question to the audience. It's about that, it's about time that I ask a question. Sometimes I ask questions to the audience. And I want to ask a question to the audience right now. They're watching me. Good evening. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News for everybody. That's my idol right there, Emiliano Zapata. I'm a Zapatista. This is the only Mexican that is honorable and defended his country. Now, I want to ask a question to everybody that is hearing me right now. With this speech, how does this guy make Trump look in front of the whole audience? I'm asking a question to the audience. I like to interact with the audience. He makes him look like crap, like a punk, like he caved to Amlo. He looks bad to Mexico and America. More answers. Brocato, not good. Yes. We know our president and he is great. We don't care what this guy says. Well, you should care. You should care because we export more than 307,000 million to your country. You should care what this guy is saying. Make Trump look weak. It makes him look bad. It's not that he's insulting him. Look, this is the psychology that he's using, and this is what they're doing. They're making him look like the bad guy when he's not. When he has had it with this invasion and this immigration issue. He had it. He's done. And he looks, and he made a threat again with a 5% increase, and now he looks like a bad guy. Why Marcelo Ebrard and the whole cabinet didn't go to Washington when it was the first threat? Why they did not go when they called for national emergency? Why did they not go when they were closing their border 2 lanes or 3 lanes? why they did not go when there was a big, gigantic crisis of Africans in the border of the United States. Why they go now with a 5% tariff? You're going to affect me. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. It is amazing. It is amazing how these people, these politicians, use the masses to change it up. So everything they do from now on, it gets approved. If Marcelo Ebrard right now goes to the public and says, I need 350 billion for a threat that they just told me from the United States, everybody's going to be like, why you're not giving it to him? Why you're not giving it to him? He just saved us from a 5% tariff. If it's because of him, that is, we have still jobs. Let's go to the source, people. Where is the problem? The signing of the United Nations Pact. That is the problem. Not the tariff. The problem is the United Nations Pact, the New World Order, the fanatic agenda to convert to the Simón Bolívar of Latin America, to be the savior of the humanity. That is their hunger. Amazing. Let's go and hear what he has to say more. Let's see right here. Sorry for my internet, people.
Cualquier decisión que nos pueda afectar. El día de hoy les quiero informar también por instrucciones del presidente que
Today I want to inform you guys by instructions of the president.
¿qué acuerdos se lograron? Favorable a México.
What were the arrangements and the agreements that we came to in favor of Mexico?
El que ya no se aplique la tarifa.
Number one, that the tariff is not going to apply.
Eso es lo más importante.
That is the most important thing. And look the people. Hear the people out.
Eso es lo más relevante. Porque ya expliqué que habría
And that is the most relevant because I just explained how much it was going to affect the unemployment people.
sido muy grave el impacto.
And it was going to be a massive impact.
¿Qué es lo que nosotros dijimos? ¿Cuál es el origen del problema de estas tarifas?
Look how he lies. Look how he lies. And he just asked himself this question. This question he asked himself right now. What did we accomplish, and how are these, where did these tariffs came from? Where did this problem originated? He's asking these questions.
Lo que ofrecimos es que las personas que vengan a nuestro país y crucen nuestro país se...
There you go, Marcelo. That's the Marcelo that I know. That's the Marcelo that I know. There he goes. And he says, we accomplished that the people, they come to our country and they cross to our country. What is he talking about? He's talking about what? He's talking about the immigrants. He's talking about the immigrants. And he just showed to every single Mexican in there, thousands right there, that his agenda and his mistake was because of his fanatic and emphatic demonic idea of the United Nations Pact. Let's hear him out.
Sea para quedarse en México, para ir a Estados Unidos, tengan que registrarse, porque si no las podemos registrar, pues no podemos saber quiénes son y no los podemos proteger.
Now he's talking about registration. Now he's talking about that the immigrants need to register. that they need to be documented. And they need to understand that we need to know who's coming in and out. Wasn't that the number one thing that you should have done from the first place? Wasn't that the number one thing that you should have done since this started? But you know why you didn't do it? Money. You love it. Can't get away from it. It buys you in, Marcelo. It is in your blood. It runs in your blood. You don't care about nobody else. Claro que se tienen que abordar todos esos temas en la política. Todo tiene que ver. Si se te hace aburrido Estados Unidos, no debería meter sus narices en todo el mundo. Por el amor de Dios, Rafael. ¿Quién es el del problema ahorita, Rafael? Who is the one that has the problem? Is it the United States? Rafael, Estados Unidos es el del problema. The United States did not sign the pact. El Estados Unidos no firmó el pacto. ¿Por qué están afectando a las fronteras y a Estados Unidos? Why are you guys affecting our borders in the United States? If you're saying that the United States is always nose dropping on every country, why are we affecting a country that did not sign the pact? Why? Why? They did not sign the pact. Why they have to migrate to the United States? The United States doesn't want migration right now. They're having a gigantic problems of homeless people. Why is the United States the one that is nose dropping over here? Why? Are you talking about Kuwait, Afghanistan, Honduras? Because if you're complaining about nose dropping, you should be complaining about the things that are happening in Honduras then. So you're an Honduras citizen or you're a Mexican citizen. So why? Why? The United States is not their fault. It's Mexico's fault for signing the pact. And he's lying to every single citizen in front of their faces and nobody's seeing it. Everybody's just looking like, oh, he just signed 5% tariff going down. Lo escuchaste, Pedro. You heard him, Pedro. He said 5% tariff going down. I know. You heard him, Juan. You heard him, Eric. That's everybody. That's everybody. And you guys don't know the reality of the problem. Wake up, for God's sake. Wake up. Now let's hear him again. And let's see how he just continues to just make everybody think. Make everybody think that Amlo has just saved Mexico. With this problem, they got us into this problem. Amlo, with his fanatic emphasis on being a savior of Central America, when his people are dying of hunger, we got 60 million in poverty, 28 in critical condition, 28 million, and 68 million without medical care. Oh my God, I'm so tired of saying these numbers. 8,946 trafficked children in February, 9,916 in March, 11,507 on May. And this is a problem of the United States nose dropping on Mexico. For God's sake, this is a problem of the United States nose dropping in Mexico. The trafficking of children, almost 30,000 children. Almost 30,000 children. Where is the number, man? I wrote it over here. I wrote the final number. 28,369 children from January to May. And this is a problem of nose dropping with the United States of Mexico. What does the United States have to do in here? Nothing. If you're complaining about nose dropping, there's a lot of people that are coming. Lawyers, Democrat lawyers, and socialists, leftists, and also activists. They want that part of money. They want to be the part of the smuggling money. They want to smuggle people. They want to get that money. They want to help. And they're right here volunteering to help. Hell no, man. They're not here to help. They're here to make profit, to make money, to use the United States to make money. And you're telling me that the United States is always putting their noses on other countries' problems? They're a number one country in the world. Eres una potencia mundial. They are a number one world-class country. They have the economy. They always go to the first 5 world-class countries in the world to ask for helps. In the banks. Wall Street, call it a night. Wall Street, banks of Switzerland. So who's messing with somebody else right now? Who's messing with somebody else's problem? Who? Who's trying to destabilize the economy? Who? Wake up. Damn. Wake up. Who? Where are they crossing through? Who are they using as a hotel, as a trampoline? Who? Which country? Wake up. Why did they not stop this in 2018? Why they did not stop this in 2015 when 15,000 people from Haiti arrived to our border? Who? Which country is using as a trampoline, as a hotel? As a hotel? Who? Mexico. Our country is the problem. It's not the Mexicans. It's our governors. We have globalist governors. We have globalist agenda right now. We have socialist governors and a socialist president. Read. He was in the Foro de Sao Paulo Forum. Read how they go over there. Read how he's a fanatic of Maduro. And he wants to be the Bolivariano. He wants to be the savior of Latin America. He has that idea like Simón Bolívar once made. Read, God's sake. Read who's the problem. Read. He's not fighting for us. He's fighting for a whole Latin America. Do you heard about the interview that I did with the Padre Solalinde, the priest? He's saying, and he's a priest from Mexico. He's saying that, if it weren't for principles and who we would help first, he would say that the people from Central America should be helped first. And not us, that we are suffering. That there's kids with no education, no schools, no money, no food. Parents are not being parents anymore. Parenting is lost. And we have a gigantic problem on our youth, on our future. And you're saying to me that it's because the United States is nose dropping every time on different countries. What do we have to do with Kuwait? What do we have to do with Afghanistan? What do we have to do with Korea? What do we have to do with Vietnam? What does Mexico have to do with that? What is your problem? And if you're from Honduras and it concerns you that they have military bases over there, go and fight over there and stop saying that it's because of their nose dropping, because they're using Mexico as a trampoline, as a hotel to get to the United States. So who's nose dropping in somebody else's backyard? Who's barking at somebody else's fence? Is Mexico. Get out of here with that, man. Get out of here. I don't want to block them. People are saying block them. No, let's educate them. Wake up, man. Smell the pancakes. Blueberry pancakes. They're good ones. Put a little butter on top, strawberry. blueberry pancakes, little scrambled eggs on the side, piece of toast, juice, and a little cup of coffee. Wake up, smell it. God, unbelievable. And you got this guy, Marcelo Ebrard, that he's talking to the masses, and they're like, why? Why? Close-minded. They're so, their idol is Amlo, and they don't want to take him down by that. It is that. Unbelievable, man. Wake up, brother. Wake up. It's a shrine. It's a smoke screen. They're using people to smoke screen the migration. They're using that they're suffering. That's their agenda. Have you heard the socialists? Have you heard the activists every time that they come over here? How they play the guilt card every time the guilt card. Oh, so you're a racist. So you're calling me a racist. So you're insulting me, right? So you're insulting me. Oh my God, no, I have my rights. I have my rights. I have my rights. I have my rights. They're always playing the guilt card. This is the guy that he uses the masses to play the guilt card. Exactly. Just use psychology, man. These are studied politicians. These are studied politicians. They study to speak to audiences, tremendous big audiences, so they can use key words that they're like this. And we will stand, and we will not give in, and we will be one, and we will tell them. And it is because we were suffering that we did this, and now we all together, we have work. They use that language. They know how to. They study to steal, to rob. They're the gangsters. Come on. Let's see what he has to say more. It is so embarrassing that sometimes I get comments that they're so, my God, where are you living? Why are you daydreaming like that? Why? Let's see right here. And he goes on.
Y explicamos que el gobierno de México, el presidente de la República, con el respaldo del Congreso de la Unión, que por cierto.
And we said that the government of Mexico, also supporting the government of Mexico, the Union Congress, and also congressmen.
Veo aquí enfrente a muchas amigas y amigos del Congreso, Ricardo Monreal, gracias por acompañarnos, Ricardo. Tatiana Cloutier, aquí también anda, Mario Delgado, Evit.
He's just saying hi to all congressmen, that they're right there at the same place.
Hay muchas y muchos compañeros. El Congreso saluda a todas y a todos con todo afecto, claro que sí. Que el Congreso de la Unión.
He's just saying hi to everybody. We got a gigantic problem, people, in our country. He's taking his time to say hi to everybody. Everybody. Karen Reed, thank you so much. God bless you. He's saying hi to everybody. And everybody's doing this. When he's saying hi to them, he just avoided a conversation. They use the brain. Man, he just avoided a subject that is extremely important, that is how they originated the tariff. And he just avoided that, and he came back to saying hi to everybody. And everybody's like, and you see Pedro and Juan and Cecilia and Maria, like, who he's saying hi to? I think is the Secretary of State. No, it's a congressman. Oh yeah. Oh wow. And what is a congressman? It's a guy that works in the office. what is he doing without? But he said the tariffs were down, right? He said that he was down. Yes. Oh, okay. So we're still with our jobs. Yes. Oh yeah. We're still with it. But the migrants are gonna come. Que vengan. Let them come. Let them come. We got our jobs. It's not gonna affect the economy. Wow. Viva México, carajo. Embarrassing. Upsetting that we still got this, the clapping, when we have a gigantic problem. The clapping, we're okay. Nothing's going on. We still got that. The clapping, like we're okay. And we're getting in the you know what. We're getting in the you know what. Amazing. Let's hear about the last, I wanted to do this segment. I believe that we're going to do the Amlo segment probably tomorrow, people, because it's too much. I just extended for 1 hour just on a 12-minute speech on this guy, doing an analysis on every word and everything that he's saying. So probably, I don't want to extend more and be talking because Amlo is 30 minutes. So it's going to be long. It's going to be real long. So let's just, probably we're going to call it for tomorrow, but let's just go on with right now with Marcelo Ebrard.
Dispuso que se instituyera la Guardia Nacional en México y que va a cubrir todo el territorio nacional, incluyendo nuestra frontera sur.
And he's saying right now that he's going to put the National Guard on the whole on the whole country. And not only that, he's going to be focusing on Chiapas, on the South Door.
Y la frontera norte. Dijimos, ya hoy en día los norteamericanos han decidido regresar a México a 8,000 personas que están esperando.
And now the North American people have said that they are going to deport more than 8,000 people.
Su audiencia en Estados Unidos para asilo.
For the awaiting of the asylum. And he's making this expressions like, how can he do that? They do that, man. He's really good. I will say right now to everybody's saying, oh my God, he's an idiot. He's a really good idiot. He really knows how to brainwash people. He really knows how to is a money maker. He's damn good. He's awful. He's horrific. He is the devil. But man, my God. He knows how to twist words and he knows how to twist the audience. It is so unbelievable. And he's saying right now that the obligation of the United States that they were going to say is the arrangement of they were going to deport 8,000. That's what he just said.
Y a esas personas México les está ofreciendo apoyo y respaldo. Y lo seguiremos haciendo. Y nos ha pedido el presidente de la República.
And those people, they're going to get deported. We are going to back them up. We're going to give them that is what is in the pact: food, housing, and education. And the president of the Republic has said and has told us.
Y así lo hicimos saber. Que en México, por nuestros principios y convicciones de
that Mexico, because of its principles and its convictions,
fraternidad, a esas personas en nuestro territorio,
we are going to offer them brotherhood on our territory.
Mientras estén en México, nosotros vamos a ser solidarias con ellos.
Meanwhile, they are in Mexico, we are going to be solidary with them.
Solidarias y solidarios. Y vamos a proteger sus derechos humanos.
And we are going to defend and protect their human rights.
Dijimos, y eso es muy importante y lo quisiera yo subrayar.
And we said, and I want to put an emphasis on this next phrase,
que creemos que la única solución al flujo migratorio
that the only solution for the fluency of migrants is
que la gente tenga opciones donde vive y que no tengan que migrar.
That the people will have options where they live so they won't have the necessity of migrate.
forzadamente por la pobreza. Y eso
forcibly because of poverty. Now, hold on a second right here. Hijo de la chingada. He's talking about Central America, and he's trying to build a better atmosphere in Central America so they won't migrate out of Central America. What the hell? Where? Who are you repressing? Where are you from, man? Are you from Mexico? Or are you from Central America? Who are you protecting? You've got poor people right here. So where are all the people from Mexico going to migrate? Where? And there's going to be the stupid comment. They've been migrating to the United States. Where they're going to migrate now that everybody's taking advantage of this situation. And you're saying that now you're going to protect the migrants from the United Nations, from Central America, and you're worried about their poverty. But the 60 million and 28 million in critical condition, they can go back in the line and wait because Central America is coming.
Pudiera parecer algo muy evidente, pero es muy difícil lograr que un gobierno como el gobierno de los Estados Unidos actual.
But it's really difficult to succeed with the government of the United States to cave.
Reconozca en un documento público que lo que está diciendo México es correcto.
It is really difficult for the United States to understand that a public document that is correct and that needs to be respected. I don't know which document he's talking about. Hopefully he will say it right here.
Inclusive se puso así. México y los Estados Unidos.
By the way, it was written like this. He's going to talk about that document.
Reiteraron la declaración del 18 de diciembre de 2018.
He's talking about a treaty that they will. That is the last part of the state agreement that Marcelo Ebrard went over there to the United States, and you guys need to read. The people in America need to read the last subject that they on the agreement, on this state document, on this agreement. And it says, the last subject says that the United States is going to respect the document that it was signed on 2018, on December 2018, that it says that the United States and Mexico are going to work together to create a better atmosphere in Central America and to create better jobs and better housings for the future of humanity and for the future of those countries. So this means that Mexico and the United States are going to be working together to provide help to Central America so they won't migrate to Mexico and they won't migrate forcibly to the United States. That's resolving the problem. Long-term problem, long-term solution is we will work together and we will provide jobs, getting industries, big industries over there, getting cheap labor over there, and providing better jobs and better housing for these people so they will not migrate. They will not have the necessity of migrate. Hold on a second. So that means that Mexico is economically good? That means that Mexico is all right with jobs? That it means that Mexico doesn't need to be helped? That we are okay? Unbelievable. Listen to this.
Ambos países se comprometieron a fortalecer y ampliar la cooperación bilateral.
That he's talking about the document, and the last segment of that document, it says that both of the countries, the United States and Mexico, and this agreement on December 18 of 2018, they agreed in bilateral and collateral, support to get to support Central America.
Para fomentar el desarrollo económico y aumentar
to foment incredible development, economical development, and to also
inversión en el sur de México y Centroamérica.
So also to invest on the south door of Mexico and Central America. He's talking about the United States.
Para crear una una zona de prosperidad.
to create a prosper area.
Ambos países reconocen los fuertes vínculos entre el crecimiento económico.
He's talking about the agreement that he was talking about with Pompeo. He's saying that both countries, we recognize the strong development that Central America has.
En el sur de México y el éxito de la promoción de la prosperidad del buen
The success that we are going to prosper in Central America.
gobierno y la seguridad en Centroamérica. Estados Unidos reiteró su beneplácito al plan de desarrollo integral.
As the United States established, and it says that they are going to agree with the development of better housing and better jobs and better prosper over there in Central America. So the United States is in it to help Central America so they won't flood to the United States.
Lanzado por el gobierno de México en conjunto con los gobiernos de El Salvador, Guatemala y Honduras para promover estos objetivos.
And in a group in the agreement with this group of countries between Central America, that is Guatemala, Salvador, and Honduras, in support that the two countries they're going to lead this, so they can support these three countries are going to be the United States and Mexico.
México y Estados Unidos liderarán el trabajo.
Mexico and the United States are going to be the leaders on work
con socios nacionales
with national partners
internacionales
and international
para construir una Centroamérica próspera y
so that way we can build a prosperous Central America.
Segura.
Secure.
Así abordar las causas subyacentes de la migración con el objetivo.
And with that said, to create a better migration and to avoid mass migration.
De que los ciudadanos puedan construir mejores vidas para ellos.
With the objectives that they can build better housing and better. Man, we were talking about this. I remember this, man. Oh my God! I want to give a quick shout out. I want to give a quick shout out to Political Avenger right now on this subject. Man, I want to give a quick shout out to her because this is her words that came out, and I want to give a quick shout out to her. Man, you were so right, Political Avenger. I don't want to say your name, but man, you were so right. Quick shout out to you. When we were at the part of the wall when she came over here, and there was no wall after, I asked her, what do you see right here? And she turned to me and said, there's a lot of mom and pop businesses. Capitalism is great. It's phenomenal. Right here, you can get out of your house and create money. But if you ask me, and if I'm an investor from the United States, and if you asking me right now, I see money. In all the houses, I see money. What is Marcelo Ebrard right now talking about? Their partnership with the United States to create better jobs, to create better industries, to prosper in Central America. What are they doing? They see money in Central America. They see money. Hotels create jobs, but I just created a hotel. A resort, create a beautiful resort. I create jobs, but I'm making money. Apartments, Airbnbs. I created nice apartments, a nice neighborhood, nice atmosphere, but I'm creating money. I'm creating jobs. That is what he's talking about. So Marcelo Ebrard, when he went over there again, he told him, remember the planification that we had. Look, we can invest right here. There's a beautiful place right here, and right here close to Guatemala. We can make a beautiful hotel. We can make some resorts, make some areas, make it a tourist area, get all these gangs out and bring, invest. We can own Central America later on, and we can build a great industry of money. Man, Political Avenger, shout out to you. Man, amazing. That's why they're respecting that last part of this agreement, and they put it right there. Right there, they put that right there on the last part. Now, it's growth. It's economical growth. International economical growth. That's what it is. But it means that there's going to be funds that they're not going to be destined to make a country great. Internationally, they're going to have to invest for in the long term or half term to get investments back. Create jobs, create money, yes. That way they can double up the increase. It is amazing. Amazing how these people think. And they're going to create a Central America that is going to give them a lot of money. A lot of money. Huge dollars, man. Let's hear him out.
En resumen, no hay tarifas el lunes. Nosotros nos
To resume, there's not going to be no 5% tariff.
comprometimos a que quienes estén en nuestro territorio rumbo a Estados Unidos.
And we have to compromise that the people that they are on walking in to our Sator and Chiapas and migrating all the way to the north of the United States.
Nos lo digan, lo registremos y sea un proceso ordenado.
And he's talking about now an orderly process, and they are going to have to come in documented.
Y regular. Y ellos se comprometieron a respetar derechos humanos.
And the United States, the United States government, they compromise to respect the human rights.
Y apoyar el plan de desarrollo integral que presentó.
And to support the international plan, an integral international plan that Mexico presented to the United States. And that our president is the leader of this plan for Central America. For the people of Central America, so they can have an alternative and an exit to prosper. Wow, that was his speech. He's talking about the president this, the president that. I don't even know if Amlo knows what he got himself into, because by the way it looks, Marcelo Ebrard is the one that's calling the shots. He's the one that's calling the shots. I don't know if Amlo knows what he got himself into, but Marcelo Ebrard is the one that's calling the shots. And he's always talking about AMLO is the leader. AMLO is the one that wants to make Central America great. He wants to make prosper in Central America. It will get a better economy to Mexico, get, on the long term, own Central America, and then plant great industries in Central America. That way we can get a better economy, because the economy in our country is so messed up. So he's thinking more on saving first Central America and then us. Hijo de la fregada. Now we know that he wants to save whole Latin America. And then after that, what, AMLO? And then after that, what? Because if you're talking about only Central America, you should tell the people in the South door that only people from these three countries, Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras, they're the only ones that they need to enter. And also Venezuela. Number one, Venezuela, man. For God's sake. But the other three, but you're talking about only those. But what happens to Africa? What the hell Africa is doing over here? What the hell the Middle East is doing over here? Why Asia is over here? Why Europe is over here? But you're talking about only making Central America and building a better, prosperous Central America. So why we have Africa, Asia, and the Middle East over here? Why? You're going to move next to Africa? New World Order. There you go. All of us working on a one world government. All of us working the same. Only one identification of a coin. Only one ID. You were born in the United Nations. You were born in the New World Order and the world. Unbelievable. Incredible. That is Marcelo Ebrard. We will do another program tomorrow. We will do another YouTube tomorrow. Probably we'll do another YouTube tomorrow. I got a mission tomorrow. I'm going to go undercover tomorrow in a place I'm not going to say for security reasons, but in a place I'm going to go undercover tomorrow. So probably we will do the president's speech tomorrow, and we will analyze what the president said. But the most important thing is that we analyze what Marcelo Ebrard said. That's the guy that we need to analyze. Amlo is just a person that speaks humanity, and we said, and we're going to prosper. The same things that he said, Amlo is going to say it, but in the long term, making it like, oh my God, he's so human, he's for humanity and all that stuff. So Marcelo Ebrard is the number one guy that we need to be worried about. Marcelo Ebrard. Questions, everybody, before I go. We got super chat right here. Thank you so much. God bless you. And people that want to contribute right here. People that want to contribute, they can go on my page, and there's the PayPal right there, pinned to my PayPal. AMLO no ha cumplido. Mayra Neira, AMLO no ha cumplido su palabra de cerrar la frontera de México con Guatemala. Esta mañana no había nadie cuidando y estaba pasando mucha gente. No estaba la Guardia Nacional. I need to address some people in Spanish, so you must excuse me. This is a bilingual live feed. Yes, sí, María. No cumplió porque todavía no puede mandar a la Guardia Nacional por ciertos permisos o ciertos acuerdos que tuvieron. Les dieron un tiempo, un lapso para poderlos mandar. Sí lo tiene que mandar urgentemente. No va a cerrar la frontera. Quítate esa idea de la cabeza. ¿Por qué no la va a cerrar? Porque el Pacto Mundial de Migración dice que tienen que tener libre tránsito, pero libre tránsito tiene que ser documentado, pacífico y ordenado, lo que acaba de decir Marcelo Ebrard, y su enfático y demónico afán de crear una sola unión con México y Estados Unidos y con México y Centroamérica para crear trabajos, para hacer a Centroamérica un lugar próspero y un lugar de dinero. Va a ser básicamente para los que tienen muchísimos trillones y trillones de dólares para que hagan muchísimo dinero y que inviertan en otros lugares y en otros países y en otros espacios, ¿no? Para poder crear dinero. Básicamente es una inversión. Just saying basically that she asked a question that Mexico did not close the south door. Why did not close the south door, and why the National Guard is not there? The National Guard is not there because they need a proper permit and they need to do some movements. But yes, they're going to move there. And why? They are not closing the door because we are in the United Nations Pact. We are open borders, but now our international relations guy, Marcelo Ebrard, he's saying that he's our counselor. He's saying that now they're gonna come in orderly, documented, and now their main purpose is to create a prosper countries in Central America. Ms. Mary Golden, you're asking a question. You've been asking a question since a little while ago. I want to answer you. They did not put the National Guard on the southern border. That the unlawful border invaders are still coming in by the hundreds into Texas, El Paso, and McAllen. What about that? Okay, you're asking. I just told you, and I've been explaining, Ms. Mary, why the National Guard is not there. They need some permits and they need a timing to be put there. And there was a time schedule, and they had a time leap between which days the National Guard is going to be over there. Apparently 6,000 of them were supposed to be arriving today, but let's wait on the week as they're going to arrive in the week. Now you're talking about hundreds You're talking about hundreds by the hundreds in Texas. Those hundreds in Texas were not the ones that they just crossed to our south door. Apparently, they stopped a few of them in the south door, the Institutional National Immigration. They stopped some people to cross in, but those hundreds, they don't move from one day to another to the borders. Those hundreds right there that you're saying, those already were the ones that they were waiting for the asylum over there in Texas. So they not cross right now. So let's wait for the National Guard and see if they come this week. Questions? Oscar, you do a great job. You're one of the greatest people on YouTube. Thank you, Pam Gailey. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you. We heard the orderly and documented before, haven't we, Blue? Yes, we heard that before, but we haven't heard the 5% tariff, didn't we? So this is a big threat from the United States. So that's why they came to a document agreement. Believe me. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you very much for the explanation. No, you thank you, Ms. Mary. I hope Trump knows about the gates being unlocked, open, and gates them enclosed. Yes, I hope that. I will get informed right now by my partner Anthony and see what's going on over there. I think that those are the same doors that they've been, opening and closing every time. And if those are the same doors, these people just, they don't care. Really, they don't. And great job of explaining the speech. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Great job, Oscar. Thanks for sending the truth all the way to Europe. Oh my God, Rebel Thunder. Which place? I believe this is Switzerland. Is it Switzerland? I think it's Switzerland. If I see the flag right there, Rebel Thunder. Oh, if you're from Europe, look, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. If you're from Europe, add me. If you're from Europe, add me at my page, Oscar Blue, on Facebook. Sweden, yes. Sweden. Yes, I don't see well. I'm sorry. I saw a little bit of red, so that's why. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yes, add me at the public figure page, Oscar Blue, and also you can add me at my Facebook page. That is Oscar El Blue Ramirez. Oscar El Blue Ramirez. Friend request me, and so we can still enjoy. Welcome people from Europe. Welcome so much. Hope y'all don't become like US, like us or the US. Okay. Oscar, the feed's locked open on the new wall today. Yeah. What do I have to say about that? BNN is worldwide. Thank you so much. Yeah. We're moving and we're progressing. Oh, like Europe. Yes, Europe is bad. Europe is bad. What will 6,000 troops do in Chiapas? They will secure the city. As I told you, you guys think that Chiapas is good. Chiapas is horrible. Chiapas is horrible. And there's a lot of sick people over there. You can get sick real quick like this. Chiapas is horrible. So they're trying to bring Chiapas into a calm state and protect the citizens of Chiapas. And also, protect the migration. Very bad. A lot is undercover. Yes, I know. In Europe is a lot of problems. Remember, Money Talks MWO is been moving for years. The question is, can we accept it? The question is, can we accept it? Because is a mass of evil that is coming, and there's only a few of us that we are awake. And you're correct. The problem is that we are going to get accustomed to it, and we are going to move forward, or we are going to retaliate. If we're not going to move forward, and if we are not going to if we are going to retaliate, well, let's see how we're going to do that. If not, there is going to be a huge, humongous problem. Brocado, if when they not only destroy sovereignty but also make microchipping mandatory. Oh yes, they're coming. It is coming. It is coming. Microchipping is it's coming, and then not only that, the coin and all that stuff. They're implementing a lot of stuff like facial recognition and all that kind of things. Retaliate. Yes, I know. Retaliate. I just said it. Retaliate. I just said it, Paula. Good job, Oscar. Blue thumbs up. I know you pissed. No, that's the way I talk. That's the way I talk. I'm sorry. That's the way I speak. I speak with a lot of passion. And like I told you guys, I use my heart to speak, but I organize my thoughts. Like the people over here that they say we're organizing their thoughts. My heart is the one that's speaking, but I just organize it with my little thing that I got over here. You're still boxing, Oscar? Yes, I went today and I did some little sparring. I did little 4 rounds. But Chiapas isn't the problem. With past leader Marco, I forgot the name. Oh no, Comandante Marcos has nothing to do with this. He's from the Ejército Zapatista de Liberación Nacional. He has nothing to do with this. He just he's staying out of it because he's just for the indigenous people. Oscar looks like a young Anthony Quinn. Thank you so much. Thank you. That is a great joke. But okay, I'll take it as a compliment. I don't know. Is it a compliment or not, John? But I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Oscars are Mexican. Trump only more handsome. Oh no. Take away that, man. You saw Trump with the slick hair. God, talking about it, man. Call it a night, huh? But thank you so much, Pam Gagley. Oscar, do you see Apostle Sewers getting invaded Anthony video last night? Yes, I saw that. And also the documentary that we're making on the last part. You go and watch the documentary. My moderator on my page, and Oscar Blue will pin it again so you can see it. The documentary on the last part, it shows how they're flooding and how they're coming out from the sewers. That is great work from my partner. That is Conservative Anthony. Shout out to him. He's the other part of BNN. He's awesome. He's incredible independent journalist. Follow him also so you can get the news for BNN on the part of El Paso. Oscar for president? No, I'm not into politics and I never will be. I don't say never, but I'm not into politics. I'm more for the people and for the land and for the freedom of the people. Why was BNN kicked out of the wall ceremony in Sunland Park? That is a problem that I don't want to talk about it. Jay Watterson. It was a pretty it's a personal discussion, and really we're not for that. They did Anthony wrong, but we're not getting into our feelings. We're grown men, and we're a responsible grown man. We don't fight. We talk with we're more smart when it comes to those kind of decisions. So we demonstrate people would work. We demonstrate that people would work. I don't know what that happened. There's a big there's controversy all the time, but those are the things that happen. So I will I don't like to talk about that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, man. Oscar just coming. My daughters 13 and 16 are trying to improve their Valley Girl talk. They use you as their example. They say peace and love and always your country first. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Like, OMG. Like, oh my God. Oh no! I used to make I started doing this. The story behind the Valley Girl. We used to make fun of man. She was her name is Heather. Heather was a lady that used to work at a company, and she was always giving us a hard time. She was the bully, man, and we used to have like. She used to do like race jokes to us. And one day we just started, talking like her because she used to talk like that. And she couldn't take it. She's like, we're done. I sent a big hug to Heather, I know she's watching. She's not registered as that name, but Heather, if you're watching, if you're gonna watch, man, that was those times, Heather. I know you remember those times. You're great, Heather. I'm always gonna love you. You're great. Cosmic Angel, thank you so much. $40. Oh man, God, Cosmic Angel, thank you. Great respect and admiration for all patriots. Thank you so much, Rebel Thunder. The 80s, gag me with the spoon. Oh my God. Okay, Aisa Marie. Well, whoa, you got that out of your mind, huh? Hey, Oscar, you related to Emiliano Zapata? If so, you and my husband are related somehow. My mother-in-law is Zapata's cousin. She's been deceased for almost 10 years now. God bless you. Donna, no, I'm not related, but please add me on Facebook. Please add me on Facebook. Oscar Blue Ramirez, friend request me, or Oscar Blue public figure page, and send me a message. I want to talk to you so bad about, other. I want to know everything about this man. He's my idol. Thank you so much. Oscar, how are you? Hey, is it true about China and Russia opening a 5G network in Mexico? No. They were saying the other day that there was a guy that made a comment. He's like, hey, can you talk about the 13 military bases of China that they have in Mexico? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? 13 military bases they have in Mexico, China. What the hell are you talking about? I'm like, there's only rumors. There's a lot of rumors, but it is a fact. And I will tell you what is a fact. That's why probably Mexico and the United States are working to get the economy better. Now, China and Russia, they're working together. We already know that, right? The number one exporter and importer in the world is China. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. It is like that. And they want to take over the number one place that is put to the United States. The United States is the number one, supposedly, of the world when it comes to being the number one country on economy. But China and Russia are the ones that they want to take over that. Now, talking about New World Order, those are the countries that they want to be on top to take decisions. China and Russia. Rumor. Call me crazy, but that is the rumor. United States doesn't want to back down. They're like, no, we are the ones that we need to call the shots with some other countries. So that is a fight, economical fight, export-import fight, bank fight, and all this stuff. So, regarding what you told me, no, it's not happening in our country. Obama thinks he's going to be king of the NWO. Complete disappointment, that man. Complete disappointment. In China, economy dependent on America. No. Let's not close our eyes, people. Let's not close our eyes. You guys know this, where it's made. This. You guys know, just go on your house. This. Go on your house and search. The majority of things, where are they made? Just open your eyes for a little bit and realize those are really simple things. Really simple factors. Really simple factors that you need to open your eyes. Leave the pride outside. Leave the pride outside and don't get your feelings here. Leave the pride outside. Get in the reality bubble and let's talk. And let's talk. It is like it is. China exports like crazy and imports like crazy. Not only the United States, to the world. Another comment from you, it says, if they have no buyers, what good are they? Isn't it? you're considering like the United States sustains China in a majority level, yes, but it just exports to a lot of countries and all across the world. I'm not denigrating. For me, the United States is the number one country in the world, and I respect the United States like you don't even imagine. It's my neighbor. I love my neighbor. But the reality is, right now, that China is really getting there, man. Is really getting there. Really getting there. Economically, financially, everything. They're growing like an animal. They're growing like an animal. Let's talk next year if America starts producing their own. That's why your president wants to make your country great again. That's why your president wants a lot of these companies to come back to America. Trump wants the U.S. to bring out 5G so other countries does not have control of it. And use it to steal intellectual property and spy on everyone. Okay. I respect your opinion. Okay. Do you see the link I shared on your video about dengue in Mexico? It is in Spanish and I can't read it. I will watch it. Thank you so much. Just go to Walmart, oh China. TJ Maxx, hijo de la verga. Todo viejo, hasta los calzones. China is running off a false economy. We're going to go there. Are we going to go there? You guys are defending your country, I understand. And I understand that you guys want to say that you have control over China on the economy. That's back a long time ago. It's like saying the United States is the number one country that buys drugs. Who's selling it to them? It's a multi-billion business. You already know where it's coming. Bolivia, Colombia, it goes to my country, and then it goes to where? And all the money that is coming out from the drug business, where is it going? Let's be honest. Be honest. A lot of people are using the United States. They're using the United States. That is a problem. That is the problem. Let's just sit down and listen. Reality and facts. Facts and numbers. This is the truth. It's just the truth. All right, everybody. Was a great and fantastic. Why Trump blamed Mexico for all the problems in the U.S. U.S. won in NAFTA 25. That is, Rodolfo, that is a great question, and I will answer it next time. And, you know, it was, who killed Kennedy? Come on, man. Oh, I don't, that is a question that everybody wants to know. And everybody has thousands of speculations. Lee Harvey Oswald is like the number one that they say, no, but if it was him, you don't even know. So have a great night, you guys. It was a fantastic night. Thank you so much for the people that they donated and contributed to the show. God, thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. You guys are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Follow me. Follow me at Oscar Blue page. Do like on the page, Oscar Blue public figure page. Also, you can friend request me and the Oscar Blue Ramirez page on Facebook. Also, follow me at Twitter as Oscar Blue Border Network News. And also, you can follow me on Instagram as Oscar L. Blue. Also, right there. I don't go to many social medias, man. I don't go to social medias. I'm sorry. A lot of people are saying, like, why don't you publish too much in Twitter? Why don't you publish too much? Oh, you're sleeping. All right, I will publish more on Twitter. You guys are right on that. But I do a lot of reading, man. I read a lot. So that's why I get myself so into it with reading that I forget about social media. And I use social media to give you guys the news and to bring you guys updates and to read to you guys what is going on. But it's too much when I'm reading, and it takes away a lot of time when I'm reading. So it's kind of difficult. Shout out in Agua Prieta. Agua Prieta, ¿cómo no? Saludos para Agua Prieta, viejo. Stay safe, everybody. Stay safe, and please, take care of yourselves. Let's appreciate our lives, our safety, our freedom. Let's thank God for everything that we have. That we have mind, that we can think, a heart that we can keep, that we can feel, and 2 legs and 2 hands that we can work. Let's just think that. Let's just appreciate God for all that. God bless you guys. Stay safe. Peace and love, everybody. And always your country first. Stay safe.